That was so fast. There was no like warm up. No
That's what-
lead-in?
That's what he said, but yeah, okay.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the Welcome Party, your exclusive invitation to pop culture. We're drinking.
There's a 30-second delay, by the way.
There's a 30-second delay.
I love that your first thing is not. We have a guest.
No, we're drinking.
We're drinking, by the way.
We're drinking because we have a guest, and
Yeah.
we were a few minutes late because Anthony and I were trying to figure out how to order pizza.
Pizza.
They can't handle me sober. That's why we're drinking.
It is a lot.
We're having a pizza party.
Speaking of a lot, we have a actress, a performer extraordinaire, Brooke Thornton, on the show.
Woo! That's me. Hi, I'm Brooke. We never made our t-shirt.
Oh, man.
Just hi, I'm Brooke, a little name tag.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Fadia, you are correct. It is going to be a sleepover.
Sleepover. A pizza party sleepover.
PG, there's room for two.
Yeah,
in my
I
bed.
made this. It's not good.
Not
Let's
for
be so
long.
clear.
Yeah.
But Brooke loves me and she's going to pretend that it was a good drink, but it is not.
As all good wives do.
Yes. It's a flavor.
It's a flavor. It tastes like a generic sweet beverage.
Yes.
Fadia, to be very clear, no, we're not actually having a sleepover.
No.
Alix and I are trying to beat the polyamory
Allegations.
Too late.
and we are too late. We are too late.
It does not help that Brooke is going to stay here all night and say she's my wife.
Yeah.
On top of, you did sit her right in between
Right,
us.
yeah. You
Like,
didn't have to do that. You did that
could've-
on purpose.
You could have put her next to Cole.
Yeah.
Let's just clarify for a second. Would you rather be sitting next to Cole or JPG?
That's so mean. You can't ask me that question. We're live, Alex. We're
Hold on.
live.
We're all on the we're all on that Love Island kind of feel right now. Play the couch, play the video. Let's see it.
Yeah, all right. This movie night.
It's,
I just learned what movie night is.
It was so good because JPG was in his office, but I was watching movie night while playing Pocopia, and he literally stopped what he was doing. I was like, what is happening over there?
oh no, this is my favorite. You ready? Fuck all of you. Like, you deserved it, bro. You deserved it. Deserve the hate.
Fadia, you're right. It should be me, Alex, JPG, Cole. If you want to sit in couple order, then we would all be appropriately.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
That's for pizza party.
That's for pizza party.
Yeah.
For the sleepover.
For the
We can
sleepover.
watch Superman.
You had us. You lost us.
We are talking about Supergirl today.
Yeah.
But also, can we talk about why you're here today?
Sure.
Okay.
You can let Brooke talk about why
Yeah,
Brooke's
let's
here today. and then,
talk about.
then it's on Brooke.
let's let Brooke talk
Sad
about-
tidings,
yeah,
friends.
sad tidings. Please.
So I have been out in LA struggling my ass off for, I want to say, 4 to 5 years at this point, and my time out here is coming to an end. My lease is up July 14th. I'll be sticking around for work until the end of that weekish, and then I will be driving across the country to an undisclosed location where my parents live. Yeah. So that's why I'm here, because they didn't want to, go a whole year probably without me being able to appear or come back. Yeah.
Well, needless to say, you are going to be missed.
Yeah, I'll miss you guys.
And
We'll
but
communicate because it is the 21st century.
exactly,
It's true.
you will be missed. Don't make us miss you.
Yeah.
And continue to harass us in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely will.
And, so,
Specifically,
and there's Zoom. We'll still see your face.
Yeah.
And it's a great send off because we are talking about a film that has a ton of girl power in it.
That's
and
true.
we wanted to celebrate the girl power that is Brooke.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's very sweet.
that was a really good
Okay, transition.
transition. Take a drink.
Okay, segue.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I may be coming back in the fall for a few months for Halloween Horror Nights, but the jury's kind of out. I'm still working out the details.
That'd be exciting.
But after that, it will be definitely not back in LA anymore for Brooke. So,
Except for every time she misses us and wants to visit.
yeah.
Well, I mean, luckily for us, over here at the Welcome Party, we're not in LA. So
That's true.
They don't
We
even
are-
know that. We are in LA.
We're in an undisclosed
if
I didn't
you-
say where we were.
if you would tell that to any person who doesn't live in Southern California, they would tell us we're in LA.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah. So to put a fine point on it, Cole is correct. When you're in Southern California, you are very adamant about saying exactly where you're from.
Yeah.
But if you're not from here, oh, LA, and LA is just fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our freeways have the in front of it.
Yes. In Southern California, we always say the in front of it.
The 5.
Yeah.
The
And
9.
it is a weird feeling when I go to visit family up north and they don't say it.
That's so mean. Clinkety, 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 clink.
No,
Oh,
that
wait,
does
with your
have
new
our-
nails,
that's like
you
our
gotta
old
do the
bit.
Oh, you're
ASMR.
right. Everyone who doesn't like ASMR, go away for 2 seconds.
Who doesn't like ASMR?
I
people
know.
Some people don't.
It's like one of the biggest things we have
Me.
in common, Cole.
Me.
Why?
Me.
Do you just
Drives me
hate-
up a wall.
It's yucky.
You're listening to the wrong ones then.
I don't like
She-
chewing noises. I
she-
can't do that.
Ew.
Oh
No.
God! No, we're not doing ASMR chewing
Ugh.
noises.
It literally gives me like hives. Like,
Cole and I aren't falling asleep to mukbangs.
No, no,
like we're not.
no. Actually, what helps me is literally it's the it's like an eye test. Like, okay, no, right corner, left corner. this.
Oh, bro, yes, dude. I've never loved you so much more until right now. Like, dude, the eye test ones so good. The
Boyfriend's
getting rid of negative energy.
Mm.
Dude, okay, that's my favorite. That's my favorite one.
The ones that
I could log on.
are
Probably
hit or
will.
miss are when they take like Q-tips or fuzzies and they go over the microphone.
Yeah, it's
That's-
yeah.
It
It's like-
depends on my headphones.
and it
The
depends
whole
on
time.
my mood too.
Yeah.
Like,
and the ASMR person.
yes.
Some of them have the right voice for it. Some of them don't.
Like if you don't talk quiet enough, it really bothers me.
It's like this perfect art.
Yes,
And the ones
dude, Cole,
that-
you need to get into this,
the
man.
ones that just
This
do
is
it right.
your next stream, dude.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
need
just
to do next
ASMR.
stream.
Yeah. So
crazy.
Very good.
What makes mine sound good is the contrast from what my normal is at.
Mine would still not sound good.
You would be like, you know what? Fuck all of you. This is what we're doing, and the next thing you know, you're pulling out the nanny, and then you're just being mean to everybody.
I'm gonna do like quiet but angry.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to ASMR, where we're gonna be drinking this awful drink.
It's kind of giving I kidnapped
No.
you.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
drink, you gotta drink. You can't tap.
Yeah, Brooke is right. Like you have to.
Well, it's not my drink to drink.
I know, but you're.
I made this terrible drink
but-
here. This is her
no,
terrible
you're going
drink.
too
but you're doing it like you're mad at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said I was gonna do angry.
I mean, to be fair, Alex did say she was gonna
I
bad
was
at
gonna
it.
do angry.
She did set the tone.
Like
I can do nice.
that kid is gonna need therapy.
Yeah.
That glass of cup.
We
is
don't
gonna
do
need
K nice anymore. You're not supposed to be nice anymore.
Welcome
So-
to Supergirl here at the welcome
We're
party.
supposed to be talking about Supergirl, just
Yes.
like Alex is ASMRing in his
And
face right
in
now.
the first 30 minutes.
I'm feeling very called out in the chat.
Yeah, why are we all bullying Alex?
Wait, what? What?
The answer is no, I cannot follow a recipe. Yes, Anthony
Thank you
did
for
stand there
asking.
and judge me the entire time and then refused to taste my drink. Yes, I taste tested his against mine and his is much better. And did I miss any? I don't know. And
The fact
I have the kids cup.
it was very funny because Brooke and I we were talking while Alex and Anthony were making drinks, and we were not paying attention to
No.
them.
Right.
But Anthony was paying attention to Alex, and not,
Like a hawk.
and not once did he correct her.
Not even a little bit.
Not once.
I will speak from experience. He never will. He will wait till you're done, and then when yours looks nothing like his, or tastes like his, or
Yeah.
whatever it's the colors, then he'll go.
He and to be fair to Anthony, he will not make it. He will
fair.
not let you have it taste bad.
No.
He will
I
just
don't know
make
if that's
sure.
true.
He will just make sure that there's
Jury's
too
out.
much alcohol
Yeah,
in it.
if he sees, here's the thing: if he sees it's bad, he'll make a second one without you knowing, and then he'll be like, "Here you go. This
Here
is
you
a better
go.
one."
Yeah, here's how it's
Literally,
supposed to be.
I was like, "Do you want to taste it?" And he goes, "I'm not tasting that." But do you want to taste of mine?
He knows what he's doing. All right, Supergirl. Starting off, the second film in the new DCU, technically the fourth project of this new era, because we had Creature Commandos season 1, we had Superman, and then this is only number 3. Sorry, number 3. For some reason, there was 2 seasons of Creature Commandos. I was wrong.
Do we count Peacemaker?
We do count Peacemaker.
Okay.
The newest season of Peacemaker. So
Yeah,
that's
but
right.
not the first, but the second.
Yeah, so this is the 4th project
Okay.
in the current DCU. Thank you for Peacemaker. I completely no disrespect to that show.
Not that it was bad. It just, there's a lot of media out right now pertaining to superheroes. So
What is fucking happening right here?
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
But anyway, so we're setting up, they're creating this new world. This era of DCU is called Gods and Monsters.
That's great.
For anyone who remembers that James Gunn presser interview thing that he did. So it's called Gods and Monsters. So this is the Gods and Monsters Phase 1, if you're a Marvel fan. And this was
Marvel.
Yeah, he's comparing the two so that if you don't know
heard.
DC,
Okay,
it helps you
keep
understand
Yeah.
the location. Because
Um,
this is an intro show.
It is. I know. How'd you guys feel? How'd you guys feel about the movie? Supergirl.
I
Everyone
really liked
hated it on the
No.
internet.
No.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, the internet was really mad about this movie. I thought that it didn't deserve as much hate as it got. I don't think it's like a perfect film, but I don't think it's like the trash that people are talking on the internet, in my personal opinion.
I had a lot of issues with the continuity. Is that the right word?
Mm.
JPG?
In what way?
Because you know what issues I have?
Mhm.
Okay. Continuity, writing kind of stuff.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
The actors were fantastic, and I had more fun. As I said downstairs, I enjoyed this as a movie experience more than I did Toy Story 5.
All right. What about you, JPG?
this is the perfect example of for me, this is the perfect example of male writers don't necessarily enjoy seeing female characters succeed.
Oh.
Period. Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really great call, actually.
It's I have a lot of I have a lot of emotionally
Charge.
led thoughts on this. And I have like data to back it up, so don't worry.
No, I am curious for the panel. Legitimately, so there's 2 movies I compare this one to, and I'm curious, how did you all feel about Thor 1 and the Marvels?
Okay, Thor 1 was so long ago that I'm going to say I don't really remember the feels.
Mm,
When you say Thor 1, you're talking about Hemsworth and Hiddleston,
yes.
correct? Okay.
Like legitimately, we had Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2,
Sure.
Thor, the very next character in the MCU.
Got it.
I feel like this gives more energy of Thor 3 to me.
Oh, okay.
Ragnarok?
4?
Fadior, in the chat.
One with the kid. Yes.
Thank you for pointing out that it was written by a woman. I would challenge us to look at the vast majority of the people who produced and directed.
Produced, shot, directed, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, but okay, so not the others. I'm not saying like, wait, you're a guy. I'm just curious if you guys like those movies, like Thor 1 and the
I remember
Marvels.
enjoying Thor. I would probably never go back and watch it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the Marvels, but I had some continuity issues there as well, if I remember right. And again, I would never go back and watch it.
Mhm.
But I feel like almost 98% of the movies that I'm ever going to watch, I'm going to say that I'm never going to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
So I don't want that to be the gauge because that's who I am as a person. I just don't enjoy the movie experience.
Sure. I did not see the Marvels, so I can't speak on it. Thor 1, I also am a little bit biased about because there's a lot of Loki in it, and I am a huge Loki stan, so I'm
Mhm.
biased. But I do think I'm also a big Shakespeare stan, and the guy who directed it is like canonically super, super Shakespeare oriented.
Yeah, he's in all the movies I watched in high school.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Kenneth
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talking about Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah.
The Shakespeare actor.
He's the guy.
Shakespeare.
He's the guy.
in high school, you're like, oh, is this? Oh, he's in it again. Oh, and he's in it again.
Again. Oh,
And
he's
again.
Benedict this time. Okay, that's fun.
Okay, Hamlet.
Yeah.
Before I answer, I did just want to say, Cole, thank you for leading the questions on this one. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, okay, taking initiative.
So with Thor 1, I thought it was a great introduction for the time frame that we are in.
Mhm.
I think if we remade that film again now in 2026, with all the context we have, I don't think it would hit as hard as it did. For the Marvels, I sincerely enjoyed the Marvels.
Mm.
But I would say that the Marvels is a stronger example of letting women be women without with male characters being able to take a supporting like a legitimate support role. So
Okay.
like I compare like Nick Fury to say Lobo
Right.
in the scenario.
Well,
right?
that's because I wish I could take credit for this. The internet said it best. Like this film gives the Thor 1 vibes of not a great movie. You won't really like refer it, but characters that are so amazing that you're excited to see them in other
I
projects.
see why you're
Mhm.
making
And then Marvel's for I think Alex and I are on the same page with like the editing and the pacing of this film problems. So Marvel's to me had that same feel. Like love the characters, the story. I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
But
if
I
I,
think that-
recall, most people didn't like Thor 1 because they felt it was too theatrical, and I think with
Mm.
Kenneth Branagh as a director, like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
100%. And you can't really fault him for that. He has a style, they picked him on purpose to do that style, and they developed the character as it went on, and good for them.
as opposed to Thor: Love and Thunder with Taika Waititi.
Totally different vibes. And Ragnarok, too.
Specific director, specific sort of style.
Well, this one, speaking of that, I remember pointing out to JPG, and let's be clear, don't know directors couldn't be bothered. But I pointed out that there were a lot of story beats that I felt, I was like, oh, that was kind of a Guardian story beat, and that was kind of a this story beat. And it turns out, same director.
No.
Producer.
James Gunn would
Same
be an
producer.
executive producer, yeah.
Okay, same thing.
No, actually.
Ooh, no.
Tomato
no.
Same producer. Where
This
the
is not a tomato potato scenario
Yeah.
right now.
beats that I was seeing, I'm like, oh, this seems familiar to this thing. And he's like, well, yeah, it's the same person. I'm like, I felt like it kind of relied on that, where it's like, oh, I know the audience is gonna love that thing, but then it could also be that that's like their, and again, I don't know, where it's like that's their staple. Like, you know, if something explodes, it's that one guy. You know, if it has a really bad twist, it's the other guy.
Michael Bay, M. Night Shyamalan.
So
Yeah, no,
it could just be him as a, you know, that's his
The
thing.
question I have in regards to that is, do you think James Gunn overstepped because he doesn't know how to be in charge of a whole operation? He just knows how to be a director? Or do you think the director was
Oh, see,
so...
he's normally a director.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, this is
but
the
it's
first time it's
very
happening.
different
Okay, okay,
roles.
okay.
Like,
Yeah.
Kevin Feige, when he ran the MCU, everyone was like losing their mind because he did such an amazing job of bringing it all together and all that stuff. So this is James Gunn is now the Kevin Feige of the DCU, and no one knows.
She was just staring into like the middle distance, and I was very worried.
I'm
for a
listening.
second.
Oh.
Okay.
This is my listening
This is the
phase.
listening
Oh, that's your listening
Yeah,
face.
that's
Okay.
my excuse. It's definitely
I'm-
always my listening phase.
Cole, please keep going.
Yeah. I appreciate if I do the same thing when it's like focusing because it's like if I don't, then it's like all over the place, and then I'm like, shit, what were they saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
And
start
Honestly,
making faces at the
like,
audience.
This is a tangent, but you can tell I'm not paying attention to you if I'm making eye contact because my brain is going, am I making a weird face? I feel like I'm making a weird face. Am I looking at the right eye? I should be looking at a different eye. Maybe I should do something else
You
with my
look at
face.
me all the time. We talk.
I hate it.
Oh, no. Anyway, so it's like, is it the director did a bad job trying to be James Gunn, or do you think James Gunn overstepped?
I
Maybe
personally
both.
think we need time. I think we just need time. I think we are so spoiled by 2008 Iron Man 1
Mhm.
kicking off an entire universe that this is the insane expectation that studios will consistently have, where if the two insane expectations for me when it comes to films are, if number one is we're building a full universe, it's called the Dark Universe, and this is going to be amazing,
Mhm.
right? So that's number
Mhm.
one. Well, number two is something like Obsession, right? We were just talking about this off air, where okay, so Obsession did really well. How there are already talks about, oh well, we're gonna make a One Wish Willow universe.
Mhm.
And that's not the point of the film, right?
No, but I am happy that those people are getting like work and now paid because they were all working like second jobs when they filmed that film.
Yeah, it was an indie thing they didn't expect to take off, and Blumhouse buying it was like a huge thing. Anyways, I actually had a similar thought like in the theaters, and honestly, like whenever I go to see a superhero film in general in theaters, I feel like our perception of what superhero film should be has changed since Robert Downey and all those films started happening. Like I feel like before that, like people were like, oh, it's just going to be a goofy, cute little comic book film. And now people are like, oh, let's make it a cinematic experience. And they all have to be like a really, intense like movie, like a film that's saying something really important every single time. It's a cultural experience. Instead of like, sometimes it's okay to just go see a film and have a good time. And you don't have to make every single superhero film like that deep. You know what I mean?
I think it's on both. I think it's on the audience who's having an expectation of, I want the next Iron Man kind of feel. And I think it's also on the studios that they're chasing that instead of trying to make a
Yes.
good film or a good experience.
It is both.
And between the two, nobody can find their footing. Nobody can find even ground.
Because it shouldn't be a footing in the first place,
Mhm.
right? This was, I think the advent of superhero films in the last 20 years has been one of the flukes that I have been most not excited, thankful for. Right. And so for me if we are consistently chasing the intangible and then in turn basing our industry off of that,
Mhm.
that is a definition of insanity for me.
Yeah.
So there
Brooke,
is-
so sorry,
No,
but just because we got to add some laughs.
Yeah,
to
go
this
for
as
it, go
well,
for it.
too. Brooke, how old were you when Iron Man
Oh,
came
don't do
out?
that.
Oh,
no, wait,
gosh.
hold on. Add
No.
laughs and then
2008.
just like
2008. I meant laughs
2008?
against you two.
How old are you?
Well, because since I am the oldest in our group, it doesn't phase me anymore.
You said 2008?
2008.
Okay, I was born in 98, so do the math.
Hold on. Do you really think you have the title
12.
of oldest in this room?
Oh,
right now?
dang it. I am not the oldest in
No.
this
Yeah.
group. Anthony is.
Yes.
He's not.
I love
Cole's-
making my friends feel elderly.
Cole is,
my
Cole is
favorite.
a month older than me, just about. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's actually, I think
a
it's
whole
literally
month,
with the
huh?
math. I think it's actually just 30 days. I think I'm literally only 30 days older than you.
That's crazy.
But,
You're so old and elderly, Cole.
you know,
How does anyone?
Here's-
I'm surprised you made it this long, honestly.
I do get called Unk a lot in the street,
Oof.
and I don't know what that means.
Oof.
But-
Well, I'm not gonna explain it to you.
Oof.
I know what it means. Anyway, I will say when you work with 20-year-olds, you feel young. Anyway, and that was an old thing to say too. Anyway, I got Fedior shared a thing going back into the director and James Gunn. Apparently,
Thank you
Gunn-
for the engagement in the chat, by the way, everybody.
Oh.
I love that how passionate everybody is right now.
Mhm.
So thank you for being so fiery.
if this helps, Gunn and
We're-
Lipsy
we're
did not get along.
Yeah,
No surprise.
respectfully fiery, by the way. Okay. Well-
Collective creative differences.
No
No surprise.
Get that. But I also think with creative differences, audience members, especially discerning audience members, get that feel.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Well, it's just like I said. The question is, was it a director trying to be James Gunn, or was it James Gunn overstepping? And this sounds like James Gunn overstepping.
I will usually place the burden of power on the person who is more powerful, right?
Now,
And so as with the director, very powerful, but an executive producer, and especially somebody who has been named to be the head of this
Yeah.
new DCU, right? I would tend to put the blame on them
Oh,
more so
Zach
than
crashed.
anyone else, right? Heavy is the had that
Where's the crown?
Where's the
yeah,
crown?
Where's the crown?
In the
Thank
on
you.
the director, sorry, or on the producer.
On the producer, on the
I think so too.
Mhm.
Producers handle money, and money is what ultimately makes decisions. Directors are limited by what their producers allow. As an actor in the film industry, that is my 2 cents on that issue.
Now, speaking of actor in the film industry, how did you guys feel about to go light instead of making us feel old as fuck? How did you guys feel about the performances? Because I feel like
Ugh.
as though like there was so much to complain about the films, the characters are what kept us in our seats instead of just saying
Yes.
the dinosaurs have not shown up yet.
I loved Millie Alcock as Supergirl.
I'm pulling up the cast so I don't.
Yeah, I have it right here too.
Oh,
if
thank
If
you.
you'd like to see it. I loved Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I thought I could not believe how she knocked out of the park.
I can't
She
believe
played-
how old she looked.
she
I was
played- yeah.
terrified of that.
She played very and to place this on age, right? I think that she played this very, very young.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think she played it very fast and loose in a
Mhm.
way that is appealing to a certain demographic of young rebel women.
And it
right?
fits her. It's Supergirl, not
So-
Superwoman.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
And I think it's always fun for me to compare things like Power Girl and Supergirl, and especially in comics, right? Where Power Girl is was specifically used as a sex symbol
Mhm.
for much of her run, as opposed to Supergirl, specifically used as a kind of derivative sort of take on Superman, right?
Mhm.
And so to get to see a character get out of that shadow, like in the comic Women of Tomorrow, I will say I thought she nailed it. I thought she nailed it
Mhm.
so hard. Eve Ridley, who also played Ruthie as well too,
Super fun.
sincerely believed. So I love her because the way that she played Ruthie, it was very, I have to be proper, I have to be honor bound. And I thought she nailed it in that particular sense.
Mhm.
Now, if you liked the character or not, I can see where decisions lie, but I think the way that she played the character was effective.
She's slotting into an archetype and she fills it really well. She's really great, I think, in my personal opinion. She's also so young. She's like a baby, right?
She's
And I
great.
thought, like, what a fun, like, breakout role for her. I don't know her from anything else. She might be in other stuff, but I thought it was really fun. I love how every time she meets a new person, she gives them her full government name.
That I love. I loved the name and I love the speech. The same speech.
so sweet.
It's very much my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed
Yes.
my father.
Prepare
Prepare
to
to die.
That I loved. My only beef with her was she was too weak. She was too old to be that weak. But because even when she held the sword, I didn't see trained. I saw a kid in a toy store who had a toy sword and picked
Her
it up.
father's a blacksmith. That doesn't make her a soldier.
Yeah.
But the way she was talking, it didn't sound like a blacksmith. It seemed more like
But
honor bound.
I think that's why it was part of the charm.
She's
right?
honor bound. She's not trained. Like Mulan in the beginning of the film. She doesn't know what she's doing, but she has feelings about what she should do.
And she unfortunately doesn't get the musical number "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That would have solved everything.
That would have
Exactly,
solved
we needed a musical
everything.
number.
Oh my god.
Which by the way, okay, I know we talked about the Marvels as well too, but there's a part in the Marvels that I absolutely love that everybody else hates,
What?
and it's the Disney princess part.
No.
I love that part. So you haven't seen Marvels,
No,
right?
but
Spoilers, but Captain Marvel happens to be a princess on one particular planet.
Sure.
I love that.
And the one particular planet, she's with a very hot K-pop star.
It's actually yeah.
Her husband, apparently, but they're only married on that planet or something like that.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it was like, and then they only
Very
communicate
understanding,
through
too.
singing.
Because they don't speak, they don't
The whole
talk.
planet.
They communicate through singing, and it's one of my favorite bits because I'm like, if you're gonna put a bit in here,
Do it.
I want it to be a singing
No,
bit.
commit
for
to your
sure.
choice.
And now she's
Yeah.
a Disney princess.
No, that's great. That's
For me,
super
it was
good.
just it stops the film. Anyway, for Supergirl.
Yeah, I wanted to go back just slightly
please,
because you
please.
mentioned that Supergirl feels young.
Mm.
And I think what stood out to me was she felt young but damaged. And I know how that sounds,
traumatized.
but when you compare the two, there was such a contrast in, you're right. Ruthie
Mhm.
Ruthie is green. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
she hasn't seen the world. She hasn't trained.
Yeah, they're
she might
opposites.
know how to use a sword or see a sword or know what it looks like, but she hasn't trained. Her family was really happy. Her city was really happy, or planet or whatever. Versus Supergirl, who really has seen without the speech, without anything on her face, and the way she interacts with the world, she is damaged. She has had trauma. She has had loss after loss after loss, and you can see it and feel it without aging her.
Yeah.
And the acting that has to have to be able to portray both pieces is really incredible.
And it's a interesting and worthwhile, in my opinion, kind of like narrative risk to take. I think especially in today's climate, like starting to kind of touch base on like children who like haven't been alive that long, but they have the same amount of trauma or maybe more as some adults. And like that is a real thing that exists and has existed for a long time, but not a lot of films play with that. So
Well-
like that's to me just a really interesting theme as well.
Well, Brooke, what you're gonna trigger this
Great
accidentally.
point. What trauma do you? I'm just kidding.
No. It's just you accidentally triggered this. I was
That's
trying
what
to.
it sounded like Cole was gonna like segue into.
Well, Rhaenyra
No,
similarly,
I-
like she has all her own shit going on. Young
I-
Rhaenyra, and
Yeah,
like,
no. But okay, so I was trying to save the comic book part because I feel like only those who read it will be able to converse in this.
Mm.
But please, if you have, even if you haven't read it, if you hear something, please do not just stay silent. But this does bring up that is exactly what Woman of Tomorrow is about.
Mm.
Is Supergirl Who's leaving?
Arsenal is having internet issues, so he's wishing us a great show.
Oh,
Thank you so much. We really miss you for
bye.
this conversation.
But so JPG, like, how did you feel like the comparing of the trauma sharing of two different types of women in the comic versus the trauma sharing in the film? Not comparing the comic to the film, but the way they showed this trauma share. Because it was two different feels.
I hate to say it in this way because I mean, comics is my bread and butter, right?
Mhm.
It's how I got to start in this particular industry. I owe a lot of things to comics, and I will say I loved the trauma sharing in Women of Tomorrow because of its authenticity. But to be able to see it on screen to a more accessible general audience. For me, for me to see them drive home not just trauma of family, because Supergirl watched her family and her loved ones die,
Yep.
right,
And help bury all of them.
and helped to bury all of them while she never got sick, right? And as opposed to then the film connecting this to sex-based trauma. Which for me, like, I felt it was kind of the message the whole time, right? But there was just oh gosh, who was just talking about this? There's a politician that was talking about this where they cited a source where 80% of women deal with some sort of sexual harassment or assault in their lives.
Yeah.
And the number one thing that these politicians said was they all think that it is underreported.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that exact thing.
Yeah. And so
I mean, I've gone through that shit.
yeah,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, and it's this idea that when we talk about trauma and when we focus on women's stories, sexual trauma is consistently going to come up.
Mhm.
And to put this sort of message in a general audience film, in an accessible film, in a film that is like Supergirl, okay, something that is immediately recognizable to the pop culture zeitgeist, I love. Let's do it. Now, they killed a few people in this film that I
Yeah.
was very surprised about.
Yeah, I took issue.
Not displeased.
not displeased.
I
but
took
very
issue.
excited. But like very not excited, but very just very surprised about.
Who are you
Yeah.
surprised about?
So the two people who sell out Supergirl and Ruthie.
yeah,
Oh, that was sad.
So they die.
yeah.
But then immediately
forgot
right
about
after that, their daughter dies.
There was no
Yeah.
reason for that.
It was okay. So my issue with this movie, with the villain, was in Woman
So
of
many
Tomorrow in the comic. The villain is like lame. He has bow and arrow and swords. Like he got some magic stuff, but his big thing is he's brutal. And the story of Women of Tomorrow has nothing to do with beating this superpowered being. It was something. It was more of just trauma and dealing with it.
And I will say, pitting Supergirl against an ineffective man villain has so much to say about just how male-dominated stories are.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah,
So-
how capable we
but
think of
I
our
will
heroines
say-
as being. Yeah.
They beefed the fuck up out of this villain. When I'm reading the comic,
with no reason.
yeah,
no reason.
In the comic book, he's just a ginger with a beard. That's it.
Which, if you're a ginger with a beard, you're very powerful on your own.
Yeah, but he's just a ginger with a beard on a primitive planet that doesn't even know what spaceships are. So literally, that's who this fucker is. He is the male audacity.
Wait,
like,
I have a
walking around.
question. I have a question.
Yes.
Is he doing the same shit with all the brides and everything?
What do you mean by the same shit?
Like, is his whole, like, all his bad guys and everything, they're, like, rounding up young women.
That's kind
They're
of
doing the same thing?
Oh God, and I had a problem with how they were called because they were called the brigands.
I mean, they
They could have just
do
called
that.
them the thieves.
Well,
or
in the comic, they call
Steely
the brigands
guys.
as well.
It was a very weird word.
But in the
Yeah, odd choice.
comic, the brigands are an active gang,
Yeah.
and he just joins.
Uh-huh. Well,
And
I'm
he's the leader.
asking. Okay, yeah, I'm asking because, in my personal opinion and often in my experience, people who take advantage of children are cowards. And this guy is not. So I just think that's oppositional to what tends to be the truth in real life.
I think
Do with this information
we're-
what you will.
I run into issue with this. So many issues with this. This is one of my big issues with this storyline.
Yeah.
And again, nothing on the actors because again, I was really impressed with the acting. But first of all, when you're rescuing them, you shouldn't be calling them the brides because you're using the same verbiage as the people that kidnapped them.
Interesting.
And I take issue with that because you're still dehumanizing them in the same way that the bad guys were. I felt like the story had no resolution. Nobody cared about those girls. I'm sorry to say,
No,
but
you're not
nobody
wrong.
cared
On
about
that
those
planet.
girls.
They left them there.
Every step of it.
No.
Every step of it, they were like, well, okay, they'll be fine. I've done what I need to do. Bye. And I took a lot of issue with who we were. I get that Supergirl is trying to stay out of things or be avoided, but at a certain point, no matter how much trauma you have, when there are that many girls being kidnapped, you care.
Well, they tried. And
They tried because they happened to be
Not
there.
in this
They
Right.
never actually went after him and went, oh my gosh, these girls are being kidnapped. They
soon?
got away with some of them. Like, now we need to step up. Now we need to do something. And even on the planet, there was no resolution for, okay, we set them free. They all ran out of the ship. Okay, bye.
Well-
Did they get home? Did they get to their families? Do they have family? There was no resolution for these girls.
And I think it's very important to point that
Sorry.
out because I
no,
think
no, you're
I-
good. It's a good point.
I think
I
a
get so
tenet-
mad.
I think a tenet of women-focused stories, of femme-focused stories, right, is the idea of service and sacrifice, right? And I think in a male-dominated story, they're like, oh yeah, they saved the day, and then they fade to black, and then you kind of just assume that they took care of everybody. As opposed to with women, we are consistently expected to see and to emotionally process them helping the less fortunate.
Taking care of people as a
Yes.
nurturer.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
And so while I personally enjoy that particular trope, I understand how damaging that could be, right? And but also when the trope is missing, like Alex is talking about, it feels incomplete, but it's because it's like the film's language, right?
Yeah, no, to go off that, for me, it's like, yes, what Alex just said is a very big point. Like, they just leave them. But this film, the editing and the fight choreo was my biggest beef with all this, because the film is put together in a way I literally felt like I got up and went to the bathroom and
Yes.
came back, but I didn't.
Yes.
So I was like,
Mm.
what just happened? Like, it was so confused. Like, when the family gets murdered and then the next scene has nothing to do, like, there's no transition, there's no like
Yes.
anything. It just goes straight to it. So
Yeah.
with the brides aspect, you have a very valid argument, and I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I feel like that is like, that's not the big problem of the film,
No.
whereas it's the symptom of the editor. Just this film needed more transition dialogue than it gave us.
Oh, Master Allen had something to offer for you as well.
Oh.
So the fighting in the story is so detached, it is like you walked into a different theater.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
also, it felt like they tried too hard to be creative. It felt like seeing someone who's like, it's like, oh my God. Okay. For anyone who does not know, Cal State Fullerton has a theater department that is known to be artsy. And then there was one
Very
person-
competitive, incredibly
Yeah,
competitive.
but there was one person who went on So You Think You Can Dance, and they were bad. And they were doing modern, and they're going, with no...
I hate modern dance. Go
Anyway,
on.
so the fight choreo
Martha Graham.
felt like that, because instead of
Cannot.
seeing Millie kick ass or Lobo kick ass, I mean Jason Momoa's Lobo kick ass, instead of seeing all of these awesome fight sequences with these awesome characters, they showed the POV of the person just standing there. Every time we never see the fight, we see the results of the fight. And that, like, the coolest fight sequence to me is when Millie catches the spear, which is also in the trailer, and then throws it down, and then puts her arms back, and then destroys a tank with her heat vision. It's an incredible shot. The cinematography is beautiful, but that's because they just let the action speak instead of trying to do a song of a cover of a famous song and then like seeing explosions occur every fight sequence.
Yeah. Do you want to know why we don't get to see Supergirl fight? It's because she's a girl. We're not allowed to see
We didn't
women
even
fight.
see Lobo fight though.
Yeah, well, we do a little bit more than her.
I will also say that is the Western representation of fighting, right? The Western representation of fighting is the destination, as opposed to the Eastern representation of fighting is the journey, right? I've been this month I've been rewatching Jackie Chan films. And it never matters. Well, story-wise, it matters who wins or loses. But we also know that Jackie Chan's character is going to be winning because they're generally very happy endings, especially in
He
the
runs a
80s,
fight
right?
company now, right?
He runs a choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs
Because they're doing Spider-Man Brand New Day.
and
We could
so-
do a whole episode about
Yeah,
just
we could-
him.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
So-
crazy.
So what you're talking about, Cole, is it's the destination, right? At the end of what they think Western audiences want to see is Lobo hits something, and at the end of it, something explodes and something goes bad, right? For the bad guy or whatever, right? As opposed to the Fight Focus and Jackie Chan films, right? It's about what moves are we using in order to get us to the explosion.
Mhm.
I mean, as a fan who knows nothing of martial arts or just a fan of explosions and fighting, I will watch a clip of Jackie Chan fighting or The Matrix over what I just saw. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say, kind of readjusting slightly, but with this, I feel like so many things we look at in this film were unnecessary, and I think that's the problem.
Mm.
Because when I look at, I'm kind of reading the comments here too, and it's like, well, crypto storyline, and did they need
Yeah.
the kidnapped women? And when I look at every piece of it, the answer to all of it is no. It felt like they didn't know how to drive her,
Yes.
and so they looked at the few things that are women key manipulation, right?
Yeah.
Something happened to your pet, which we'll come back to because I know you took issue in that being the motivator, and something happened to kidnapped women, and none of it
And
really.
this other girl, and and
Right.
it's like, let's pick a
Pick a
thing,
lane.
maybe two, maybe.
It was too much, and none of it stood out in the same way where it was Master of the Universe, where nobody ever picked up the sword. I
Yeah.
feel like it was like nobody really cares about the sword. Nobody cared about the storyline because you couldn't gauge where the drive was, and so even when you're talking about the fight scenes, it's like you couldn't really tell what the motivation was. Why are they fighting? Are they fighting to rescue the people? Are they fighting to kill the guy? Are they fighting? I couldn't land anywhere.
Yeah.
And it reminds me, and I see you.
Yeah, I know. I see.
It reminds me of any drama you see on television and how a woman will always get pregnant as a tragedy
Yeah.
because that's the only way they know how to tell a female story.
Mm-hmm.
It's that same idea where it's like, well, we don't know what to do. They would never, Superman would never be going after all of these things in the same way. They would have done one
Mm-hmm.
and he would have rescued it while fighting the bad.
Yeah.
No, just to piggyback off that, like all the scenes where you know you're supposed to cry. As an audience member, you know I'm supposed to be sad here, but they don't hit because they didn't do a good enough job
Too
to
thin.
build.
There are
Too
too many
spread thin.
B plots and we're
Mhm.
too
Yeah.
spread thin. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great way to put it, Alex.
But now we can go back to the crypto thing because you were upset.
Was Brooke upset
You
or
know
was JPG
how-
upset?
JPG.
You know how
I
I didn't watch the movie with Brooke.
You know how like
Well,
a,
I didn't know if you were looking. You're looking in your direction. I didn't know if you're talking about your wife or your wife.
Yeah,
Talk about my wife, not my
we
wife.
never
Oh, okay.
beat the polyamory
Never.
allegations. I'm
We
sorry.
we live here now.
So you know how in men's films their inciting incident is usually like a woman getting fridge?
Wife died.
Yeah.
Usually,
Look,
90%
are
of
we
the
gonna
time,
bring up
wife
lanterns?
died.
Because I'm ready to talk about how there was no Green Lantern in this film, in a galactic film.
I know.
I've been
Wild.
waiting for
It's
I
this.
mean, we didn't
insane.
need Superman either, so
Actually, I love that part.
I knew you
love
would.
That, I love that David Corns was there. We did not need
We
him.
did not
we
need it.
didn't, but I love this. I don't understand a word. Wait, you don't understand? Why am I talking? Like, I just love that he acknowledged it. Anyway, sorry.
The inciting incident for women, I feel like it's like, oh, a pet is like a pet or a smaller thing to care for is
Yeah.
is in trouble.
Which
right?
really says something about like men care about their wives, women care about dogs.
all of the other little things, right?
It's
And
always
so-
the thing that needs to be taken care of.
But if they give
I-
Supergirl love interest,
I-
it'd be a different argument.
I had a huge
They're never
issue
gonna
with
do
it because Crypto had a bigger part in Superman than he did with his own owner, which I love that they switch owners in this, right? Usually Crypto is owned by Superman in comics, right? I love that they switched owners in this particular universe, but it was like, oh, I was personally very excited to get to see Crypto be a part of the story.
And then he was.
And then he was not. He laid on a table for the first act and the third act.
Okay, so I have my opinions about crypto. Brooke, legitimate question.
Mhm.
Do you think having a CGI dog is better than having a real dog?
No.
Okay, go for it.
Possibly.
I
The two of you
think
go for it.
I think
Alex
it's
versus Brooke. Do.
with
Love each other.
today's technology. I just don't think it's like that hard to just have a real dog and you just animate it like a foot above the ground. I really don't. And then it gives your actor somebody to talk to and interact with and care about, and the dog looks a little bit more real. It's just easy.
My concern is just how they treat pets in the
Oh.
film industry. That would be my only
I
concern.
would push back on the word pets. This is like a multi-million-dollar film. They have like dogs that's all
Right.
they want to do is just
But is that
hang
really
out.
all the dog wants to do, or is the dog
I don't know.
kind of
He's
pushed
only in
into
like
it?
5 minutes of the film.
Well, yeah, in this case. But for me, it's kind of like
We're not
horse
Milo and
racing.
Otising this thing.
Of all the dog films,
All the dog
you have Homeward Bound.
Whatever, bro.
You picked the sad one. What is,
I'm a
is Old
deer.
Yeller not available for you?
Bound and leap with me in the field. Bound and leap with me.
Marley and Marley or whatever it is.
Yeah, like oh my god.
It's not. I don't know. I just
No,
think.
okay, so I will say this. The actor does have someone they're interacting with. They're interacting with a human in a green suit.
Yeah, that just
Yeah.
feels silly.
I hate it.
No,
Gross.
I'm with Brooke. I would connect to a pet so much more if it's a real pet. When it's CGI,
Absolutely.
like seeing Crypto get shot with an arrow, I went like, well, it's okay.
Oh no, the computer dog is dead. I'm so sad.
Yeah. Oh no, it's looking up longingly. No dog does that.
Yeah.
But if you say a real dog just whimpered on camera for me,
Yeah.
oh my god, fuck that man.
I'm out.
He's gonna
But
die.
I was already upset, and JBG had to look up "Does the dog die" in the theater. So for me,
Crypto's not gonna die ever.
I just
Ever.
She was very worried.
I was very upset.
And I will say, Does the Dog Die as a website is my favorite website.
No, Alex, if it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson has in his contract, he can never lose a fight. Dwayne is Crypto.
Wait,
no,
what?
unless it's in Crypto's contract that Crypto can never lose a
Dwayne The
fight.
Rock Johnson is Crypto the dog.
Wait, are you serious?
Have you not seen Super Pets?
That's crazy.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
But this is a different iteration.
Oh.
It's still Dwayne Johnson character.
Oh, I really thought you meant in this film he had a bunch of ping pong balls on his body, and he was and I was like, he would never fucking do that, Cole. What are
he
you
just
talking
did
about?
Moana with a bad wig.
You
he
guys-
might have done.
Yeah,
just-
I don't understand
Somebody
that.
explain to me how he looks more bald in the live-action Moana than he does in real life. Somebody explain it to me.
Disney
Who
money?
is on wigs? Just hire one cosplayer.
Video
I'm sorry.
baby.
Hire one cosplayer. Every studio hire one cosplayer.
Yes.
Get a good wig.
It was
And
so
Universal
bad.
Studios also hire one cosplayer.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, speaking of so bad for Moana, happy birthday, Law. He was at the Hollywood
I
Bowl.
literally just texted him happy
Oh, I
birthday.
texted him on the way here.
Okay, that's so funny.
Happy birthday, La.
He was heavily CGI'd in Moana, Brooke.
In-
His hair or
For
his
what?
muscles, or
His
was he not even there?
It's in his contract. He's like, the fight is that I have to drive through LA. I
Yeah.
cannot lose the fight, so I will not be there.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Also, they straightened her hair, and I'm gonna die upset about that. I'm gonna die upset about it. I'm really, really, really angry that they straightened Moana's hair.
And with all of that,
It was a wig.
and with all of that, I will say this might be the actual live action Disney film that I see.
Why?
It's
For what
well, it's got 4 out of 5
Because
stars.
because it's a I think it's a Southeast Asian Pacific Islander cultural thing.
Yeah.
I have to see it myself.
I-
And if I don't enjoy it, I don't enjoy it. But every song in Moana makes me cry. I can't even explain. It makes me every song, almost every song. Sorry, because I know you guys in the chat are going to start
snail
naming
one.
the stupid friggin' songs, right? Almost every one of those, I tear up.
Now,
Yeah.
are you ready for this transition that's gonna make people groan? Speaking of Pacific Islander, so Jason Momoa is Lobo.
He's great.
Strong
She's really good.
transition.
I unfortunately walked out of the film being like, you guys, I really hate to say this. Unfortunately, the titular character is not the most interesting one in this film.
No, I mean Supergirl. I think
Unfortunately,
she really did a
Jason
good job.
Momoa is my favorite character, and he's only in like 15 minutes of this film.
But I think that's why, because he only had to appear enough where it's like
He didn't lose his charm.
he didn't lose his charm.
He
Because
didn't exist in the film long enough to become shitty.
I really think that's it. Because if he lasted longer, I don't think they could have worked out his
There's
character.
not much more they could have done with him.
Yeah.
I did have to make the joke to the entire theater as soon as he was on screen to go, Aquaman, what are you doing in this film?
But also, I guess my question is, what benefit did he serve?
Nothing. He just was funny.
That's my
Actually,
issue.
no, he did have a benefit, and it's gonna piss everyone off.
Okay.
It got the fanboy men into the
Oh, yeah,
theater.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, story-wise, when I think of every single piece of it, what did he serve?
He's not even in the comic. In Women of Tomorrow, he's not in
I mean,
it.
I don't care about the
Kenergy Prime, thanks so much for following us. We really appreciate it.
Yay!
Hi, Ken.
Wait, you just now followed us?
Don't shame him. He'll unfollow us.
Yikes.
What's wrong with you?
Kenergy Prime, if you want to unfollow us now, that's fair.
Can you unfollow and then follow again and then say the follow is only for the three of us?
Yeah. I'm not even on this channel.
Look, let the polyamory couple have this, okay?
We have it.
Polyamory as a definition is not
Done.
a couple. They're
unfollowed.
polycules are 3 or more people.
Oh, then here you go, polycule.
Because a throuple and a polycule are different than. And here's the thing: I understand that me explaining it to you definitely makes it sound like we're in a polycule.
I love sex education on the
you've
welcome
done a research
party.
on this. Anyway, but I have to agree with them. Like Lobo, he didn't serve anything to the film, but every time he was on screen, he was captivating. The film felt like a different movie. He brought life to all the actors and characters that were on screen. Millie, the hardest thing she had is she had to play I don't care, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
But with Lobo, it was I need to get his head. I need that man.
Yeah.
What, dead or
Yeah,
alive?
I care and I'm simple.
Oh,
We
yeah.
either needed more of Lobo or none of Lobo.
Actually, I think he was the perfect because he was literally what has me excited for this character is he was straight out of my adventures with Superman. The 19 I probably said the wrong title, but the 90s superhero Superman cartoon.
Oh no, My Adventures with Superman is the newest one.
Oh, okay, what was
That's with Jack Quaid.
This is Your Adventures with
I think it's
Superman.
I think it's just
Different.
the Adventures.
The Adventures of Superman?
Yeah.
Okay, like that
What
was
about
Lobo.
Our Adventures in Superman?
No, that was like the 90s Lobo. He shows up, does his job,
Why
messes
is
things
going
up, or helps. You never know. But it's all for Lobo.
I think the thing is there was never, again, I don't need a lot of growth, but he didn't do anything and there was, again, no resolution. He stood there and he's like, yeah, girl. And then that was it. Again, there's all these
He
girls
didn't
that
need
just got
one, though.
rescued. Do something.
He doesn't care.
The correction in the
He
chat.
doesn't care.
The correction in the chat was Superman the animated
Oh,
series,
thank
like
you.
Batman the animated series. So thank you so much, chat, for that. For me, right, where
When he
Lobo
said
is,
Bastich,
where Lobo is, a peak for me would be Justice League.
Oh, I mean, it was
Yeah.
the same era for my brain.
Oh, definitely not, man. Superman the animated series is so proto Justice League to
Mhm.
bring it to the next level.
Okay.
It's one of those things where we have to give it so much respect because it gave us things like Justice League.
What is happening?
We're
We
just
weren't-
sharing in our mutual understanding that all of this is going right over our
Oh, I gotcha. Well, okay, so just for me, what I loved about Lobo is he kind of like was the Jack Sparrow. He's not the hero. He's not the villain.
Yeah, he's not a good
He's-
guy.
He's just out for himself.
Yeah, he's just kind of a dick.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
popular enough that you're going to see a lot of dudes cosplay as him. But
you could buy into it. You could buy into Jack Sparrow because there was something to it.
oh, for the plot.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I just wanted him to have some impact on the plot. I guess, again, it's the Marvel touch point thing that I like, story beat or whatever. But it was very much like, well, we need a funny guy who's going to be a funny guy. So here we go. Now we have a funny guy. And I tossed him in. Well, what does he do? Who cares? He's a funny guy. At a certain point, I need more than that.
Well,
Yeah.
Lobo wasn't actually funny. He was just an asshole.
I
I'm
thought
just
it was funny.
I'm just a rose in the chat. Thank you so much for this question. So is Lobo an anti-hero?
No,
Oh,
he's a bounty hunter.
He
He has gone after the Justice
I
League.
would
But
say
he's
that
against
he-
the bad guys.
Yeah, so
No.
Not if the bad guys hire him.
That's
He's
tough, right?
No, okay, so
In this movie, he is against the bad guy.
in this movie he is, but Lobo the character to me is the Boba Fett of Star Wars, where it's his job is to get the bounty.
Show up and be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
show up and be cool. He doesn't care if you're the hero. He doesn't care if you're the villain. What is money? He needs beer. That man needs beer.
But that's just his job.
No, but that's who he is. That like, it's not a his creed is his paycheck.
Yeah.
His honor is his paycheck. That is 1 million. He is the epitome of the man who is like, I show up 9 to 5, I go home, I don't think twice about it. Like that's literally him.
I would argue.
Like I got the.
Well,
I got the art.
he enjoys helping little girl get her revenge.
There is a sense of enjoyment. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna argue.
He's just because he's not 100% all the time a nice guy. Like there are worse dudes. I think anti-hero is a fair
And
like
Brooke knows. that.
anti-hero with unfortunately anti-hero with like maybe like a slight villainous leaning, but I wouldn't say he's a bad guy. I would say he's like an anti-hero.
Anti-hero in the definitions that we're using right now, I think is a very close sort of definition,
Mhm.
right? So I think it's fair.
Chaotic neutral.
Hmm.
I do my own thing.
I don't think I've ever told you this, but I have extreme problems with the alignment system.
It's not perfect, but I just think as like a general, like as if you want to slap a label on it.
You also know how much I
if you wanna slap a
sincerely do
label on
not
it?
prefer D&D.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Now, here's a question for the nerds of the table. How amazing would it have been if Green
so
Lantern...
all of us?
Yes. Yeah. It was all of you guys.
So all
I
of
read
us?
the word nerds. I'm running with it. Look, how awesome would it have been for Resolution if...
you say
at-
Green Lantern, I'm out.
No, it's Green Lantern. Because it's galactic. They're the policemen of the universe. Lanterns comes out in August.
Well,
How amazing would it have been if Kilowog, Sinestro, Abensur, who I don't know what era of Green Lantern we're in right now for this version of the DCU. I don't know. I can't tell you. But how amazing would it have been if Green Lantern came in to arrest them and was like, the fuck? And then
Actually, I would be fine with that because then at least somebody would have rescued those poor girls.
Exactly.
And somebody would have cared.
Cole, we're talking about women and bounty hunters. You just want to talk about cops right now.
Wow.
we can bring in
An
Jessica
esta
Cruz.
economy.
Bring in Jessica goddamn Cruz.
Okay, I will say, you did just put me on your side on this one. Like, give me Jessica Cruz. Give me
Sinestro's daughter.
Oh my gosh, comic people in the chat. It's Aricia, right? With like the really inappropriate age gap relationship with Hal Jordan.
No.
But then just age her up and make her appropriate. It's Aricia,
It's
right?
just- the minute you bring her into the conversation, that's the first thing that
No,
gets brought
I
up.
love her. It's just problematic that she loves Hal Jordan, who's like 40 years older than her.
And then she's like 15. Yeah, no, it's not great. Anyway, like for me, it would either be introduce Sinestro's daughter, or you bring in Jessica Cruz.
They're
Well-
making fun of us. So JPG is lawful good. Alex is chaotic neutral.
Oh.
Cole is true neutral.
Oh. I
had
don't
Brooke
agree with
I'm
that at
chaotic
all.
Oh, Brooke is chaotic good.
I
And
don't
then
know if JPG's a rule follower.
and then
Yeah,
I
I
was
think
given
I'm-
chaotic forgetful.
I would say that I would say that I'm true shoot, because it's lawful good, neutral good. I'd say I'm neutral good. Because I will one of the first things that I got to do on the internet on microphone was defend Aladdin's actions, because stealing, I don't think stealing in order to feed your family is a punishable offense.
Oh, I
No,
don't think
but-
so either.
Catfishing a woman should be.
Oh my god, bring in Razor.
We'll get there when we get there. This is triggering for me because I'm choreographing Aladdin Jr. for a bunch of like 13-year-olds right now, so I really don't want to talk about Aladdin. Okay, not at work. I don't want to think about it.
Okay, it is 9:00 anyway, so I'm gonna do kind of a bring us in here with this film.
Don't we do 9:30?
Yeah, but usually we
for
hard
summer
focus.
stuff, we're-
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I swear
I mean, we
work
can
here.
keep going.
No, it's fine.
I just wanted to bring it in slightly to the movie for a second, and then we can shift off of it if we want to, because even if we want to mess around for
Sure.
the last 30. I will say, I know we've pooped on this film a lot.
Oh yeah.
I have an issue, again, with the film, with the storyline, with the beats. I had more fun than I did in Toy Story 5.
Mhm.
And I say that because I hate going to the movies I don't enjoy it, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And I think that's really important to say that, like, it was a fun film. It is not a masterpiece by any means. I think you said that earlier, but it is a fun film.
Yeah.
With all of the films that are out there, I think I enjoyed the film. I think the film is important. It is not a film that I don't think I will be returning to anytime soon. But I still think it is important to see at least once.
Yeah. And I think for all the challenges these actors are presented, they show up on set every day, and you can tell that they really gave it their best performance. And it is really a stacked cast. Like, Millie's really great. Jason's really great, in my opinion. What's happening? Is it in the chat? Why are we making faces?
I was making a face at Alex because
Oh.
she called me cute.
Oh,
He's cute.
Mowage.
No, I'm not cutting you off, right?
Nope.
For me, the thing I love about this film is the makeup was done amazing. The costume was really done great. The actors did an amazing job. Honestly, when you look at the pieces to make this film, they did an amazing job. It was just put together poorly. The script, who knows what the real script is? Who knows? JBG's gonna be like, oh, I read the script. This is not what the film was. Who knows? Who knows what the original plan was?
You did read Woman in Tomorrow, so that at least gives you a lot of insight.
Yeah, no, like women. The thing I loved about women reading that was knowing, like, oh, this is legitimately what they tried going for. Like, they tried doing what Marvel did with Civil War, where it's like, yeah, this is the beats. These are the same key beats for this story, but we're gonna be different for our cinematic universe.
Film Civil War or comic Civil War?
Okay, so like how the film Civil War had the woman yell at Tony Stark, there was still the two teams. There was still like the main
inciting
points
incidents and
are still there, but it was different for film, which I will always defend because I don't want to see what I read on screen, and I don't want to see on screen what I read because that's boring. What you're wasting my time. Change it up for the medium that you are presenting me with, especially if it's inspired, not an exact duplicate. But like the work behind this film, a Supergirl, is impossible not to notice. I just, like everyone here, it's not a film that I'm gonna go back to the theater to watch. I will stream it. It'll definitely be background. The character work of Supergirl and Lobo to me was worth seeing again. I cannot wait to see them in. They're gonna be in Man of Tomorrow, and that movie gets more and more ridiculous the more things come out because because Lobo's gonna be. I don't know about Lobo, but I know Supergirl was gonna be a huge part in Man of Tomorrow. At least according to James Gunn, who wants us all part of the process, apparently.
Next week, we are going to be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 that just recently released on Netflix. I don't know how many episodes we're going to be getting into. I'm aiming for the very first 5 of them. Cole, have you gotten to start yet or no?
Oh yeah, no, I finished 4 episodes. I'm about to start episode 5.
Okay. And Alex, have you gotten to start yet? I
I
got really stuck on Marriage Toxin, so I need to jump back to Avatar.
I get really stuck on Dropout.
Yeah, we just got a Dropout account. And
They're
so-
killing it right now.
It's amazing. The app is amazing.
Mhm.
So next week it's going to be Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2 on Netflix, the live action. And the week after that, we are going to be off for Alex and I prepping for San Diego Comic-Con as well. So this brings us to the end of the welcome party. A big thank you to Brooke for being here. Thank you so much for spending
Yay.
time with us.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Pizza
party.
Pizza.
We're gonna get pizza right now. That's the end of the welcome party. Next time, bring a friend.
Bye.
That's me. I'm the friend.
I
Aw.
Technically, the Polycool brought her.
That's still live on air. He is still talking.
Wow.
Oh no!
Oh my.